I thought I would make it back before y'all, but I didn't. I want to give me some chapstick. And I don't think this is the one I want. Ooh, my candy melted. Ooh, that's a mess. Lord. I guess I'm going to have to use this one then. Hey, Queen. What's going on this day after the 4th of July? Did you celebrate? I know a lot of us melanated people were saying that we were not going to celebrate this year. Yeah, we didn't really do anything either. We didn't do anything. We didn't barbecue. But we're not barbecue type people anyway. Like my husband don't really like ribs and stuff like that. So we didn't cook. We just kind of hung out. He was just resting because he has to go back to work today. So we didn't really do much. There was a beautiful fireworks show, which could not have been too far from where we live because our entire backyard was lit up. I gotta edit that video and I'll probably post that later on today. But our whole backyard was lit up. Why didn't I bring that phone in here? I'll just use that one. So we didn't do too much. It was pretty quiet. And we live in a pretty quiet area. Like we actually have a homeowners association. So you know it ain't gonna be too loud over here. So it was nice. After a certain time, it got super quiet and we weren't tripping. Oh, I'm not in Oakland anymore. And I definitely don't miss hold on, let me tell her not to call because um yeah, we moved. We don't live in I mean, we don't live too far. We don't live too far from Oakland. Maybe about 15 minutes. We in Contra Costa County now, not in Alameda County. Hey, Holly. So yeah, we got out of that Oakland. Now I know Oakland was probably loud until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, cause you know people in Oakland 4th of July they love they holidays. They gonna pop fireworks until here 10 o'clock. It was quiet. There were a few neighbors who came out and popped a few things, but not much. Because see, you know, when you live in an area that has HOA, these people will report you because they paying for that peace of mind. So, and out here, the police they have enough police officers to, you know, patrol this area. Like you see police all the time out here. So it was quiet. It was super quiet. I went outside and watched the fireworks in my backyard and brought my little self on back in the house. I mean, it wasn't even really bad enough for Gizmo to get nervous. He got a little scared because he could hear the booming, but we kept him close to us, and he, not like Oakland. In Oakland, Gizmo would be literally shaking. Like one time, he got so upset that he was vomiting and everything. Like he was so sick. So I'm glad that he doesn't have that experience where we live now, because he does not like most dogs. Like I saw this woman's dog yesterday. Like the poor dog went and got in the bathtub, just like went in the bathroom and got in the bathtub and was just laying down in there because he was scared. And I don't, like no one wants to see their animal scared like that. So I was really glad that we didn't have that, that he didn't have that experience. So I want to talk about something that I saw well, okay. So if you guys don't know any of these people, just listen to the context, because it doesn't matter if you know them or not if you're listening to the story. And I'm going to put their channels up here eventually, some kind of way, child. So Kicking It with Sin City, now you have to follow the story, is B Love's Life's brother, Walt, who is also a content creator. All these people are content creators. B Love's Life is basically building an empire on YouTube. Almost everybody in her family is creating content now. So one of her brothers, Walt, is married to another YouTuber whose channel name is Kicking It with Sin City. So of course you're kind of affiliated with B Love's Life, so your channel is going to get attention. So I guess she has a group of ladies that are attempting to make her life miserable by using her for content. And that's part of the whole YouTube game. When you do YouTube, eventually someone is going to make a video about you. And 9 times out of 10, that video is not going to all be positive. Because positivity, and I have seen this from my own channel. I like to make content to help people, to teach them about the Orishas and how to meditate. Those videos don't get no views, because don't nobody legit want to, that kind of stuff. You want to figure that out on your own. You want to come over here and ask me a question every now and then and think that I'm going to just drop an answer for you and you scurry on off back to your own life. But you don't really, the majority of people don't really want to sit and absorb real information that can help you in the long run. You want to be entertained, okay? Those are the videos that, give views. So Kicking It with Sin City has acquired a lot of people. Not a whole lot, but a group of people that make... I'm going to read your comments after I say what I'm saying. She has acquired some people that make videos about her. And, I try to watch people's videos with an open mind. Sometimes I'm able to watch both. I'll watch her video and then try to figure out who she's talking about, because sometimes she won't exactly say the name of the people that she's talking about, but then I'll see someone's video with her name in the title and I'll be like, oh, okay, it must be this group of people that she's talking about. So one lady in particular, and I'm just gonna say people names because I don't care like that. Her name is Connection Rejection. Made a video this morning. Let me see how long this video is, because I don't want to lie on the woman. She made a 27-minute video, and the majority of the video was about kicking it with Sin City. Well, her name is Cindy, I guess. And the running theme in the video was colorism. So I guess Cindy had made a statement in one of her videos about Redbone. And when a light-skinned woman refers to herself as Redbone or uses the term Redbone, that is a trigger for some darker skinned women. Now, I don't know if Kicking It with City is doing that on purpose. That could be her game to trigger people, because if I trigger you, you definitely gonna watch my videos. You're gonna make videos about me. I'm gonna have something to rebut, and we're gonna have this back and forth thing going on. But in triggering people, the person that you triggered in this case is Connection Rejection. I think feelings really got hurt. Because you can look at some people and tell, especially some dark-skinned women who don't fall into society's circle of beauty. Because society does. There is a such thing as pretty privilege, light-skinned privilege, all of that kind of stuff. It's real. Whether you want to accept it or not, that light skin privilege is real. Skinny privilege is real. Because I've always been a more chubby girl. So I live that chubby girl life. So when skinny girls talk about, skinny girls, you skinny girl for life and all that kind of stuff, at one point in my life, that could have been a trigger for me. It ain't now, because I don't care. So Connection Rejection took to her channel today to, basically chop Cindy down a couple of notches, because this whole light skin thing rubbed her the wrong way. Like, seriously, like I can tell from the way she was speaking that someone has hurt her in the past because of her dark skin. And you will best believe that a lot of people hold on to things that happened to them in their childhood, in school, in elementary school, in high school, being called dark skin, being called fat, being called 4-eye, being called big nose, spook. What did they used to say when we were tar baby? All of these things were thrown at the darker skinned children, even when I was in school. Now, I wasn't considered I kind of fell in between light skin and dark skin. Like, I was in the middle. And kids used to tease me for that. Oh, well, you almost dark skinned. Huh? Well, you got to go on the side with the dark skinned kids. So yeah, there's always been that red bone, light skinned. non-mesh of energy. I was trying to think of a word to describe it. Those two things never agreed. And that goes all the way back to slavery. That's where this whole light skin, red bone thing started for us as black people. Because the light skinned ladies were in the house, they didn't have to do the field work. And a lot of the dark skinned women, a lot of them were even darker because they had to be out in the field from sun up to sundown. Your melanin was being more activated by the sun because you worked in the sun. Whereas the light skins stayed light skinned because they worked in the house all day. They didn't have, the sun didn't get a chance to really activate their melanin because they did all the housework. And yes, some of them were mixed. They were the children of the slave masters. They were the bastard children of the slave masters. And seriously, in his mind, he knew that those weren't his kids. Those were his kids. And he didn't want them out in the field, even though his wife probably did. Because she could look at them kids and tell that they were half white. But he let them stay in the house and take care of, the house instead of going out and doing real work. Well, that still bothers us to this day. Yeah, they were still slaves, but they were house slaves. There was a difference, though. They were still slaves. They couldn't get up. Excuse me if my allergies are making noise. You're just going to have to get over that noise today because my allergies is allergen. And if you see my eyes watering, that's part of it too. Gabe said, oh my God, really? They were slaves in the house. Air conditioning wasn't a thing back then. And I hope you don't think those house slaves were getting some of that fanning. Are you okay? Are you listening to what I'm saying? Calm down, Gabe. I'm getting there. I know that there was no air conditioning. Okay? Just take it back a notch. Take it back. Let me finish telling the story, okay? I know that the slaves on the inside were still slaves. I'm bringing this to how this has affected us even in modern day. Can you follow the story? Now, this mentality has still followed us to this day. This whole dark skin, light skin thing. Light skin being in some people's minds better than dark skin. From the slave mentality. Because even back then, the house slaves felt a little above the people who were out in the field, even though you were still a slave. They still had a feeling, well, at least I'm not outside. And the outside slaves looked at them differently. They're in the house. They don't have to do the back-breaking work that we're doing. And then you have to look at the fact that some of them, if they were mixed, may have had different texture hair. They may have had slimmer features. Their features may not have been as prominent as African Americans who are not mixed. And it just depends on your DNA. My kids don't have the full nose and lips like I do because of their father's DNA. They have their nose is a little more slender, and both of my sons have the top lip is very thin. If they don't have hair on their top lip just like their dad, to me it just looks weird. They don't have full lips. My side of the family, my mother's side of the family and my father's side of the family have very full noses, full lips. All of us do. But my mother's side of the family is more lighter skin with freckles, lighter colored hair. Like my hair naturally is not black. It's a dusty brown, dirty brown looking color that I never really liked. But that's my natural hair color. It's not black. And neither is my mom's. Neither is her mom's. Because they are more... My mother probably would have been considered red bone in high school or, growing up. And I'm darker than she is because my dad was darker skinned. Now, one of my brothers is extremely light skinned, just like my mom. So you never know what type of genes you're going to have. You're going to have a mixture of your parents and your ancestors, their DNA. You're going to have a mixture of all of the, people in your lineage, the DNA. You may go back and pick up one of your ancestors' traits. Like my cousin is the only person in my family with green eyes. No one else in my family has green eyes that we know of that is alive. So everybody in the family always said he went back in the generation and picked them green eyes from one of the ancestors. Because no one else in the family has green eyes. His mom, his dad, his sister. Well, he only has one sister. Nobody. And here he comes with these green eyes. So you never know, what genes you're going to get. When my son was born, his eyes were very light. I was like, oh, okay. My son got the green eyes. But no, they slowly darkened up. Now they're light brown, but they're not green. So Phoenix said there don't have to be real benefits between the two groups. Perceived differences are all it takes to inspire resentment. And that was what I saw in this lady's video. Now, Cindy is in her 50s. I'm pretty sure Connection Rejection is in her 50s also. So we have two 50-year-old African American women still tripping off of colorism. And I could tell, seriously tell, by the way, and I don't want to play her video. I'm going to put her video in my community tab. And if you want to go watch it, you can watch it from there. But if you watch her video, you can clearly see that she was hurt by Cindy's comments. And I really think that Cindy just said that to hurt people, to get a rise out of people. because she knows that that's a trigger for some people. So I think she just, Redbound, she was shouting out another YouTuber who is also light skinned, Melissa B. Yeah, Redbound, my Redbound friend. Yeah, Redbound girl. I was like, see, Cindy, you know what you're doing. And Connection, honey. Connection made that 27-minute video, and the bulk of the video was just like, you're just because you're light skinned doesn't mean that you're any better than anybody else. And I guess Cindy had said something about Section 8, and I guess Connection rejection must live in like low income housing or something, honey. And that just took her to the moon. To the moon. And the crazy thing is that Cindy wasn't even talking to her, I don't think. But she took it personal. Because this is probably a dark-skinned woman who all her life has probably been getting ragged on by other people. And I know that, dark-skinned kids, even when I was in school, have had it. I have dated dark-skinned men who really opened up to me about what it was like being dark-skinned, and girls teasing them and other boys teasing them and stuff. I talked to this one guy, and he said that he felt like everybody was against him because he was dark-skinned and he had allergies real bad and his eyes stayed red a lot. And he said people just like honed in on that. And I think he really had a hard time maintaining relationships because he couldn't believe when women would tell him that he was attractive because of all that childhood trauma that he had from being dark skinned. Like, she ain't gonna like me for long. She just telling me I'm attractive to placate me. And that was one of the major problems that we had in our relationship. Because I'm not, boy, that happened to you when you was a little kid. We grown now. Do you know how many times I done been called fat and four-eyed and everything growing up? You got to release that childhood trauma. And for Connection Rejection to sit up and make a 27-minute video about... You need something?
No, go ahead.
What? Tell me.
No, I was just going to tell you about the apple cider vinegar.
You got sick?
No.
Oh.
That's cool.
Oh, okay. But yeah, if you mix it, it'll taste better.
Huh?
If you mix it, it'll taste better.
Yeah, they had a little recipe on there for...
On the thing?
Yeah. So I did that. It's fine. I'll come back and get you after I eat it.
Oh, okay. So, what was I saying? I don't know. But anyway, if Connection Rejection just... And I felt for her. I really did. Because in everything she was saying about Cindy, all I could hear was hurt. Hurt. Pain. Dark skin pain. I mean, I could see it. That, her getting upset or offended by comments that Cindy has made about people living in low-income housing. All of that, is just a trigger for some people. And I'm telling you, if you are easily triggered, YouTube ain't the place for you. It's not. It is not the place for you. Because everybody in a mammy will come on YouTube and try to figure out what your buttons are so they can push them. It's people on here that love to push buttons. They come on your channel to see which buttons you have so that I can push them. And I guess the people only think that I have one button because the only one that they want, well, two, three. Old, fat, and teeth. Them the only buttons that they push. And them buttons don't bother me. Like, damn, you can't say nothing else. You can't find nothing else. You can't talk about the bags under my eyes or the dark circles or nothing. All you can say is teeth, fat, old. That's it. But those are not my buttons. Those things don't trigger me. But if I'm telling you, if you're going to make YouTube, if you're going to make content, find out what your triggers are and heal yourself from those triggers. Because if people figure out what your triggers are, they're going to trigger you. And honey, connection rejection was truly triggered today. Now, she will come on here and try to lie and say, oh, I wasn't triggered. I was just... No, girl, you was triggered. You was dark-skinned triggered. You was triggered. You was 27 minutes dark-skinned triggered. You was. And you got to get over that. You got to get you dark skin. You're dark. You're brown. It is what it is. I'm fat. I probably could do something about it, but I'm not. So I gotta lay in this. I gotta wear this. And I'm not about to let nobody trigger me into what? Stop eating? I'm not gonna stop eating. I'm not gonna stop drinking my Sprites. I'm not gonna stop eating my cheese puffs. I'm not gonna stop eating my 7-Eleven ice cream. Not unless it triggers my IBS. But if it triggers you into calling me fat, I'm not gonna stop. Now, if you want me to do something about my teeth, what I'm going to need you to do is do a GoFundMe. Give me all the money. And I need you to come and sit with me while I get these teeth pulled or whatever they're going to do and hold my hand and pray for me and fan me and get my food and comfort me while I'm going through all these procedures. If you're not willing to do that, shut up. Do that. I'm not going to diet unless I want to. I'm not going to diet because somebody thinks that that's appropriate for me. If I don't want to diet, I'm not. That's where you people get life twisted. I'm going to do what's best for me. And if I don't want to diet, I'm not. If I feel like dieting, I will. Leave people alone. Let people be where they are. What my mom used to always say, what I eat don't make you shit. So why do you care? And I'm not saying you. I'm just saying people in general. You know what I mean? Like, why do you care what people that you will never, ever meet in person? Why do you care about what they say about you? Or what they think about you? And if the person is not tagging you specifically in the video and calling your name specifically, why would you take something that they're saying in their video personal? Why? Because I would just watch the video and be like, she ain't talking to me. Light skin ain't talking to me. And if she was, then I would deal with it. But not one time in the video where Cindy was, red bone, ooh, light skin, not one time did she say, and to you, dark skinned connection, rejection. She never said that. She never said that in her whole video. So I'm just, trying to understand why connection rejection was so triggered by her light skin statements. Because she wasn't talking to her. I have been triggered by, now this is a trigger for me. When Christians say crazy stuff about me or my religious affiliation, that's my trigger. That's my trigger. I will come at you, especially if you're online doing the opposite of what you claim to be. You're online doing everything but what Christ mandates you to be, but you have the audacity to say something about what I'm doing. That's a trigger. Then I'm gonna go off. I will. But just somebody talking about, making a statement about them being proud to be light skinned and all this kind of stuff. I don't care about, girl. If you call yourself red bone and you out here waving the light skin flag, who cares, girl? Because to me, it just looks crazy anyway. That just shows your mentality. And maybe, and it's crazy too, because some families treat the light-skinned kids, the little light-skinned kids get treated better in some families than the dark-skinned kids. Maybe that's how she grew up. Maybe she grew up with that light-skinned privilege, people liking her, people liking her or giving her more attention, or she felt like she received a little bit more attention or a little bit more positive attention because she was light-skinned. There is a such thing. Unfortunately, even in the homes. There's a thing. So maybe Cindy grew up with light-skin privilege. So she still in her 50s waving that light-skin flag. Because I did see Melissa B, one of her videos, she had posted some pictures of herself in the past, like some of her prom pictures or whatever, and somebody had put in the comments, yeah, light skin, I'm light skin, and Melissa was like, okay, girl, I'm not going there because I know that that's a trigger for some people. And it is. It really is. But if you grew up and everybody was telling you that you were pretty because you were light skinned, that's your thing. That's your, that's the badge of honor that you wear. You wear that light skinned badge. I grew up smart. I was always the smart kid. I was always the talkative kid. I was always the kid that did the poems on Easter Sunday at church. I was that kid. So I grew up with that badge. I was the smart child. I was my mother's smart, well, I was her only child, but I was a smart kid. That was my badge. But I was also the chubby four-eyed kid. And there was a stigma back then too, that the kids that wore glasses were always smart. So I felt like I had to kind of live up to that whole notion that the four-eyed kids had to be smart. I didn't want to be the four-eyed nerdy, like the straight nerdy kid. Like I still wanted to dress cute and, be cute. But I was still the four-eyed smart kid. the chubby, four-eyed, smart kid. That was me. And I carried that. Like, I even in high school, I wanted to be intelligent. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to be articulate. I, wanted to be on that path as the chubby, four-eyed, smart woman, because I really didn't see myself ever being skinny. So since I couldn't be skinny, might as well be smart. But if your whole, growing up, you were the red bone, you were the light skinned kid growing up, you were the cute light skinned girl, that's your badge of honor, and you still carry that as an adult, then you carry that. I haven't done poetry in a long time. So Holly said, "Oh, I got it bad as a dark child. But as I grew older, I'm told I'm a beautiful dark skinned woman." Phoenix, I have 2 to 3 brown skinned sisters, and I always saw myself reflected in them. So, I mean, everybody in my family is, we're, me and my brothers are about the same complexion. All of us are about the same complexion. Let me see if I have a picture of my son. I just always considered myself brown. And just like legit didn't care. And if I don't get enough sun, like in the wintertime, for one thing, I have anemia, very bad. I have sickle cell trait, so it like really messes with how my body produces enough red blood cells. So in the wintertime, if I don't get enough sun, then I am pale and funny looking. But that's because my vitamin D is probably low. There's not enough sun. You're staying in the house, more than usual. And so I'm not going to say your melanin decreases or my melanin decreases, but I guess because my body is not making enough, I don't think you can see them from there. That's not a good picture because I have a filter. Okay, this one. That's my son. Now, he is a smidget lighter than his brother. Not much, but a smidget. We all have different shades, but kind of like in the same family. So mostly everybody in my family is around this color. My mom and my grandmom being a little bit lighter. So maybe they would have fell in the whole, red bone situation, whatever, because they also had freckles. I have a few, but not like my mother and grandmother. So Gabe said most light skins are overly sexualized. It was just eye candy, but trust me, the grass is never greener on the other side. That's what most people don't get. It's all an illusion. Let me tell you about this boy that I grew up with in our neighborhood. He was super light skinned, very curly. I don't know what he was mixed with. I think his mom was white. and his dad was black. But very curly hair, very light skin, pretty boy. So when we got to, growing up when we were young, like elementary school, everybody he was just a regular boy. At that time, his mom kept his curls cut kind of short. So he just looked like a regular kid. That, we knew he was mixed, but no one really tripped off of it that much until we got to junior high school. That summer of junior high school, when we all went back to school, and he had got taller, he had let his hair grow out, like his hair was long enough then to put in a ponytail, and he was tall and just, curly hair, really cute boy. But all of the girls started to notice him. They start basically chasing after him to the point where I think when we first got back from junior high school, it kind of like freaked him out, I think. And then by the time we got to high school, he had realized he was cute. It had really set in that he was cute. And that was it. He was cute. He was hanging out. He was, just kind of picked up that whole bad boy persona. He started smoking cigarettes and just hanging out and just forgot all about we were in school. And I saw him some years after we graduated from high school, and he looked horrible. He looked like he had been touched by the whole crack epidemic. We're talking West Oakland. That's where I grew up. And it looked like he had been hit by that whole crack epidemic, and he was no longer cute. He still had the curly hair, but you could tell it had started to thin. He, wasn't taking care. You clearly could tell he wasn't taking care of himself. And that whole cuteness got him nowhere. Nowhere. He didn't go nowhere with all that cuteness. So it doesn't matter what you look like. That has nothing to do with it. And if you are a grown adult in your 50s, still tripping off of that light skin, dark skin thing, you need to seek a professional therapist. Somebody to let you sit down with them and talk about all of that kind of stuff so you can heal from that trauma. That's childhood trauma. Childhood trauma. Unresolved childhood trauma. And you see it, I see it so much here on YouTube. All of these people in these T sectors or the beef sectors. Did somebody say, do YouTube really got streets? When people say YouTube streets, they mean the areas of YouTube that they go down and see certain things. YouTube is just one big platform, but there are different avenues to YouTube. There's a East Oakland to YouTube, a West Oakland. There's the bougie, the hill area, because every city has the ghetto, the middle class area, the bougie area. So YouTube is the same way. YouTube got the ghettos, the East Oaklands, the West Oaklands, the North Oaklands, where the millennials live, the gentrified area. YouTube has all of that. Those are the different YouTube streets. And trust me, honey, I go down all the streets. I go down the streets where, the homies be hanging out and drinking and smoking. I go down them streets. I go down the streets where the gentrified, people hang out that put raisins in their potato salad. I go down them streets. I go down the streets where they didn't put raisins and collard greens and, you know. I done seen it all on YouTube. Okay? I have seen it all. But I'm not going to be on here fighting everybody because they're doing things that I don't like. But I see a lot of people on here who have so many unresolved childhood trauma that they taking it out on everybody on YouTube. You could tell the people on YouTube who were beat up as kids, who were pushed in lockers and talked about. You can see that because it comes out in their videos. That hurt and pain and childhood trauma comes out in their videos. And if you watch people long enough, they gonna tell you their story. They gonna tell you how they was beat up and stuff in school, and then you be like, there it is right there. That's her problem right there. Right there is her problem. She laying out all her. The majority of people on YouTube, if they vlog or do videos for long enough, they gonna show you their whole hand. They gonna lay all their cards down. I didn't watch people, talk about what it was like for them growing up, who did this to them when they was growing up, who did that, why they hate their mama, how long their daddy been in jail. It's just certain things I'm not going to tell you because it ain't your business. Now, little stuff about, getting picked on in elementary school, wearing the glasses, I'll tell you that because, that ain't shit. But I'm not going to tell you every single solitary thing about my life. I'm not going to get on YouTube and make my mother look bad because she didn't buy me that strawberry shortcake birthday cake when I turned 7 years old. I just made that up because every cake I wanted, I got for my birthday. But you can tell people that had bad lives as children. I didn't, even though I only grew up with my mother, I grew up, in a single family household. It was a good life. Okay? My mother loved me until she took her last breath. So I didn't have no bad life growing up. I don't have no unresolved childhood trauma. But I've been to therapy too, though. So the stuff that I did go through as a child, because we all go through, I got shit. But I worked through that. Because I didn't want to be in my 50s still dealing with shit that happened to me when I was in my 20s. And that's what I saw in Connection Rejections. And if she see this video, I know she gonna get mad, but I don't care, child. Get mad. Because it's just, if you get mad at this, it's only going to prove my point. That she has so much unresolved childhood trauma that she's still mad at the world. And another thing that I've noticed, a lot of these women on YouTube who sit up and make these aggressive videos towards other women, they're single. They're single, they're over 50, and they're mad. They mad. Cindy is married. She has a husband. Walt, he makes videos. And here go Connection Rejection. At home. Alone. In an apartment. She doesn't have a car. She talks about how difficult it is getting around on public transportation. Girl, get you a dog, a cat, or something to keep you company. You don't have to be married, but you have to do something to keep your mind busy other than YouTube. Y'all see, I make one live a day. I may post an extra video depending upon how much content I have, but I have a whole husband, a dog, hobbies. I have things to keep me busy. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I can get on TikTok and stay there for hours. Like legit will lose time. Well, I don't have to, scan videos and get triggered by shit that I people make that I'll never meet in my whole lifetime. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna let these crazy people trigger me. Cause Cindy don't care nothing about connection rejection. She ain't gonna never meet her. She ain't gonna never meet her in life. Every hurt villain has an origin story. Every single solitary one of them. That's one of the things I love about Marvel movies is when they show the origin stories for, like all of the heroes and villains. Even the heroes have an origin story though. Captain America, he had a story. They all do. But I don't want my story to end in pain or unresolved hurt. Because there's too many ways to remedy that stuff now. You don't have to lay in your hurt and pain for being dark skinned. Wear that. I mean, I don't think that connection rejection is an ugly woman. She's a pretty woman to me. She cuts. I'm not really sure why she keeps her hair short. Maybe that's her choice. But she keeps her hair cut really short. She's just a brown skinned woman with true African American features. Like, I can't hate on nobody with a big nose because, I got a nose. And it seemed like my nose got bigger when I got pregnant. And it just never, went back. But this is my nose. These are my lips. This is what God gave me. And I'm not going to sit up here and trip off of the fact that God made somebody else light skinned and didn't make me light skinned. Like, are you crazy? He made me this color. And you can't change that. You can't change your DNA. You can't change. You can. Now, you can go and get your eyes lightened. You can be like T.I.'s wife and go and get your eye color changed and all that kind of stuff. If you want to risk going blind, you can do all of that. You can go, I guess, and have a chemical peel. I don't know. I don't know if the chemical peel changes the color of your complexion. But they got all them, dyes and all of that stuff that people be trying. Because I dated this one guy and he said he even bleached the skin bleaching. He said he even tried the skin bleaching. It didn't work, but he tried it. And it's interesting because I know if my son see this, he gonna get mad. But I feel like he is one of those colorist people too, though, because all of his like Instagram, social media handles be yellow boy, blah, blah, blah. But that's because people have told him that, they put all that in your ear. Oh, he light skinned, he got them brown eyes. I never, I don't know. That's just always been weird to me. And I guess dark skinned women have always been beautiful to me because my mother was a dark skinned woman. So my adopted mother who raised me, now my biological mother was light skinned, but my adopted mother who raised me was a dark skinned woman. So I guess because I loved her so much that I never saw, ugly in dark skinned women. They've always been beautiful to me. Unless you do something to make me think that you're an ugly person. But that ugly comes from the inside. I'm not judging your outward appearance. I'm judging what you're putting out to the world. That's totally different. That's two totally different things. Hey, Goddess Wisdom. Hey, Naya. That's two totally different things. I'm not judging you by your appearance. I'm judging you by what you put out into the world. If you're an ugly person, you're just ugly. But that's because, you're just a nasty person on the inside. So, I don't know. I hope connection rejection, I hope she can get some help because you going until you leave this planet, you're gonna be a brown skinned woman. And to me, she's not even that dark skinned. She's not even that dark. To me, she just brown skinned. I'm about to show y'all her picture. She's not even that dark. So I don't see why she tripping. She's just a brown skinned woman with short hair. And obviously her hair is short by choice because I've seen her, cut her hair on camera. Just like my hair is short by choice. I cut my dreads. I'm growing my hair back out, but yeah. So, y'all, come on now. We got to do better, especially women after 30. You shouldn't even be tripping off that light skin, dark skin shit. You should be out of that. In your 30s, you should be then healed from that. And if you haven't healed completely, you should be on your way. Because we got bigger fish to fry than this light skin, dark skin shit. They out here doing some crazy stuff now. Phoenix said, now that I'm older and settled into my features, I'm experiencing weird fawning over my looks and I don't like it. Specifically from international black folks from majority black countries. I don't like it at all. I got my apartment because this guy from Ghana thought I was beautiful. He gave me additional consideration. Never really happened before. Now, that's interesting because when I was in my 30s, I went through this phase where I was dating a lot of men from, and not a lot, but I was specifically dating men from Africa and Ethiopia. I was really trying to date other than black American. And it was the same thing. I kept hearing the same thing over and over. How I was so much more beautiful than the women from their country. And they were so crazy because they legit thought that those fake ponytails that I used to wear was like my real hair. Oh, your hair is so beautiful. Your hair is so straight and curly. So beautiful. You know, all this kind of stuff. Like, boy, this ain't even my damn hair. So, yeah, they do. They have a fetish for American women that eventually started to irritate me. And I just stopped dating them because, then I started going into that they only want to date me because they think I'm going to be stupid enough to marry them and help them with their situation. But no, that's not going to happen. So, yeah, it is a interesting thing that some African men and men from other cultures, it is weird how they view American women, black American women. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, a lot of people do feel like, you know, light skin. If you light skin, you always gonna get the job, or they always gonna pick you over me because you light skinned, and all this kind of, just stupid stuff. It's stupid. It's childish, but it is ingrained in us to a certain degree. It's ingrained in us. So I want to talk a little bit about what happened yesterday, that shooting in Illinois. So we just not gonna get sick and tired of these white men, young white men in their 20s killing people. We're not gonna get sick of that. And then the families coming on and saying, "Oh, we didn't even know he had a gun. We didn't know that." But this family knew. They knew it was something going on with this kid because they even had to take him out of school and homeschool him because he was having some issues. They knew it was something wrong with him, but he had just never did anything for them to think that he would do something this serious. But y'all didn't know he had a gun in the house? That I don't understand. I don't understand this. I mean, it's getting to the point. I'm gonna come back to you in a minute, Phoenix. It's getting to the point now where you're not safe anywhere. You're not safe in the grocery store. You're not safe at church. You're not safe at big gatherings. You're not safe anywhere. You can't leave your house. You're not safe. Your kids are not safe in school. And now someone posted a video on TikTok where, you know, adults are training white kids, like parents are training kids with guns and, telling them that they should be out here doing stuff to black kids at school. So while we sitting out here worrying about colorism and who is lighter than who, white kids are out here buying guns and doing crazy stuff. We, as a generation, as a culture of people, we worried about the wrong thing. Because what happened yesterday, it just seemed like every week it's someplace else. It's just another city, another city, or another state. You know, first it was Texas. Now it was Illinois. And there are movements of white people. So while we on here worried about who light skin, who dark skin, these people are, in underground movements. These people are getting together. They just had a march in Boston. And we on here worried about stupid stuff. And they getting together. Queen said they preparing for a revolution. And we still worried about who light skinned and who dark skinned. I saw that in Ohio, the police shot a young man. I heard it was 90 times. So they just, all the officers that were on scene just opened the clip on this young man. And we sitting up here worried about who light skinned and dark skinned? And who said I'm on Section 8? And we got a whole target on our backs? Naya said, I think the mass shooting started after they took parental rights from black parents' discipline. But the parental rights are taken from everybody. That's not just black parents. White parents, you can't discipline you. Well, they never disciplined their kids anyway. They didn't have the same form of discipline that we use for our kids anyway. So I can't say that's it. These mass shootings are because people are breeding children who are born into hatred. They're born from people that harbor hate. So they grow up with all that hatred. And this young man came from what, if you would look at him, what would be considered a decent family. His father ran for mayor. He lost, but he ran for mayor. So it's not like this kid had, what we would consider a hard life. Now, we don't know anything, about his parents. We don't know if, things look good on the outside, but we don't know what was going on the inside. We don't know. This kid could have been abused or anything. It had to be something that triggers you to want to go out and just kill random people. You don't just wake up, oh, I'm going to just go kill some people today. That's not, a normal person's thought process. I wake up thinking, am I going to go get some Starbucks? Or is it too cold outside for me to go meditate? That's how I wake up. I don't never wake up thinking, what can I do today to hurt somebody? That's never my thought process. I wake up in the morning and be like, oh, thank you, Jesus, another day. I'm never waking up thinking, who can I hurt today? For one thing, because I don't want to go to jail. And I don't want to go to jail. And I don't want nobody to hurt me. So that's the last thought in my mind. Who I'm going to hurt. But some people, they wake up, they have a plan. And obviously, that's what he woke up. He woke up and he was like, oh, we're going to do this today. It's the 4th of July. I'm going to go out with a bang. But you notice that people, when they get arrested, they never go out with a bang. They always get taken into custody, and it's never a rain of bullets. It's never a hail of bullets on them. They get taken into custody just as sweet and nice. Had it been me that did that, and he ran from the police, they'd have lit my car up. But you notice everybody, all of these shooters, if they don't kill themselves, they get taken into custody. They always make it to jail. Always. But let one of us get pulled over on a regular traffic stop. You're not going to make it home. You're not going to make it. If you get pulled over because you got a busted tail light, there is a high probability that you're not going to make it home. Especially as a black male. Now, as a black female, you may get your ass beat, but you probably going to make it home. But a black male, you're not going home. We worried about the wrong things. We are worried as a people. We are worried about the wrong thing. And I don't know if a lot of this stuff happening is spirit trying to push us closer together. Because right now we all over the place. We everywhere. We distracted. We can't stand each other. We would rather fight and claw with each other than to help each other. Do you know that if all of us came together, all of the black people on YouTube came together, okay, you do this video today. You know, we came together as a group and we said, hey, we gonna put these videos out. We gonna all support each other. We gonna all comment on each other's videos. When you go live at this time. We gonna all rush into your live. We gonna all support you. After you go live, so-and-so gonna go live. I saw this group of young ladies. They're doing the Real Housewives of YouTube. I think that's cute. And I've been supporting them. Even though it's not the content that I really like. God, no. It ain't the content that I really like. But I'm just supporting them because they trying to come together to do something. If we could all come together and help each other in our lives, jump in the person live, like they live, heart they live, we can make it. Because see, these other big, huge YouTube channels with millions of subscribers, these white folks, they support each other. They support each other. I don't see too many people making videos about Mr. Beast. This man got millions of subscribers on YouTube. He making millions of dollars. And he ain't in no beef with nobody. He don't have to be because the money rolling in. Because his people support each other. It's us that don't support each other. I don't want that bitch to have more subscribers than me. It's that mentality that we have. Instead of, oh, let's all come together. You know, you do this video, you do these videos, I'll do these videos, and we all gonna watch each other. We all gonna help each other. We can't do that. We just can't. And we would rather watch other people tearing other people down. Now, my guilty pleasure is sometimes watching people go in on other people. And I know it's wrong, but sometimes it's funny, for real. Because my life is kind of boring. Like, it ain't never no, I ain't got no drama in my real life. So sometimes I have to, watch other people but I only allow that in my spirit so much. I just don't understand how. I just don't have the mental fortitude to sit back and watch people's videos and argue with this person, this person, this person. I don't, my swinging ability, I can't be swinging on people like that. I can only fight one person at a time. If I get into it with somebody, I'm gonna have to give you all my attention. Now, if somebody else jump in, I can't give you no attention because I'm still swinging on her. I'm not that type of person. I can't be out here just swinging on everybody. I just don't have it like that. And some people do. And I always look at the people that can do that and think they probably been doing that all their life. I ain't been fighting like that. I had one fight my whole entire life. And I'm 57 years old. I only had one fight. One. Never put my hands on, barely put my hands on her. Because that was like in the 3rd or 4th grade. And that was it. So I haven't spent my life fighting people physically. Now, I can verbally spar with the best of them, but I really prefer not to. I prefer not to, go at somebody verbally. I'd rather just, put your name on a coconut and throw you in the ocean and be over with it. Now, I may have a little fun with you in the process of doing that, but I'm not the drama sales. Drama sales. That's why I said I am going to be doing some reaction videos, but mine are always going to have a little different, take on them. Because I do want it to be a lesson. I don't want it just to be drama. I want the lesson to be in there. Because all this light skin, dark skin stuff, we got to get over. You should not be in your 50s still doing that. And I ain't gonna lie. I really think Cindy did that on purpose because she knows that that's a trigger for some people. I really don't think she feels like she's better than people because she's light skinned. I think she knows that that's a trigger, and if that's gonna trigger you hoes, that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's her thing. That was her thing. If y'all got triggered, y'all just got triggered. Stupid. And I think, let me show y'all what I got from Hobby Lobby. Ain't this pretty? I want to do, what's them little sarongs? The little skirts. The material, of course, only the African print material and some other janky stuff was on sale at Hobby Lobby. It was 40% off, child. So I got that color and this one. And I might cut it in half because I got 2 yards of each and do some head coverings. And I got these little spell bottles. Ooh, these gonna be cute. I'm gonna put like some herbs and crystal chips and stuff. They have them listed as like jewelry bottles. They do have a little clip at the top, so you can put like a necklace on there. But I'm gonna have to see if I can get the seal the cork. I'm going to have to see if I can seal the cork because, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can put some E6000 or something in there to seal it. And these are glass. Are these glass? I think so. I feel like it. But I'm going to work on those. I'm about to get back into my beading. Phoenix, I'm about to work on your thing today. So I bought some beads. Some more gold for Oshun. I think I already got some. Oh no, I bought some extra yellow. I think that yellow is different from the yellow that I have on, but it's okay. And I got these sequence glitters. That's all I bought. That's it, y'all. When I went to Hobby Lobby. Wait, what else is it? Oh, and some more charms for the bracelets like that. I love these. So, I'm going to work on that today. Get you a hobby, okay? And then that way, you won't have to be sitting on here being irritated and triggered by everything that people say on YouTube. Because some people just like to trigger folks. Some people just like to come on here and say stuff because, you know, that'll make people come to your channel. If I trigger all these people, then they gonna start talking about me and come to my channel, and then I'm gonna get more views. Yeah, girl. I ain't doing all that. I'm just not the type of person that legit wants to be out here hurting people's feelings, though. If I know something is a trigger for you, if I know that, you know, you are triggered by being called dark skinned, or, you know, you've been hurt in the past by, you know, dark skinned comments or whatever, I'm not going to say that unless I want to hurt your feelings. But normally I don't. Normally I don't just want to hurt your feelings because I'm not that type of person. I don't know why I get... What's the matter, Poop? Huh? Yeah, Mama, I didn't tell you to show my face. Don't show me. Take me off the camera. Go away, people. I think he's tired. He had a long day yesterday. He went for a ride. We was gone for like an hour. And, you know, fireworks and stuff. Yesterday, he was outside this morning playing for a while. So I guess he just tired. You tired? You had a young day yesterday? Cutie pie. So that's it, y'all. That's all I got. Watch my videos. Thumbs up the video. Like the video. When you watch the video, put a black heart or something for engagement. Okay? It's not enough that you watch. You have to engage. If you don't want to say, hey girl, put a heart or something. Thumbs up the video. Put a heart on the video. Put a little gizmo emoji. Something. Help a sister out. Okay? We still trying to move, and y'all can help all these other content creators move into these big old lavish houses and drive these nice cars. You can help me. I just saw one of the young ladies that my granddaughter used to watch um just bought herself a Mercedes, what is it? AMG, 19 years old, and she driving. And this is her, she 19, and this is her third car. And I ain't mad at her. I am not mad at her because I'm telling you, had YouTube been out when I was a teenager, I would have been all over social media. All over it. I'm 57 and I'm all over social media now. So you imagine how I would have been if I was a teenager and social media was out? I would be hustling hard as the rest of these teenagers. But in a way, I'm kind of glad that social media wasn't out when I was in my 30s. Because I did some crazy stuff in my 30s, and I just thank God is nowhere to be found. Nowhere. I don't have to worry about that. My kids will never see me drunk in the club, on social media. I guess so. But AOL didn't even come out until I was what? In my 20s? Because I don't really remember doing it like, okay, so in my 20s, I remember chat rooms and stuff. That was kind of when it was kind of getting started. Honey, we was a mess in the 80s, and I'm glad. Unless somebody had like a camera and had home movies or something like that, or you know thank God there was no um TikTok and Facebook Live and all of that stuff in the 80s. Thank God. Okay. See, we didn't have, I had like just regular cameras. I remember when I got my first Polaroid camera, I think I was 13. I think I was 13 and I got a Polaroid camera for my birthday. Um, we just had regular cameras that you had to take the film to get developed unless you had a Polaroid camera. Cause we didn't have no camcorder. We didn't. We didn't have all that. So, in a way, I'm glad. All I have of my 20s are just pictures. Ain't no videos out there of me turned up at no club. Now it happened, but you can't prove it happened. It happened, but you can't prove it. Oh, yeah, we've done some crazy stuff the 80s. But you know what? The difference between the 80s and now is we didn't go out to clubs thinking that someone was going to come in there and do something crazy. If it was a fight, it was just a regular fist fight in the 80s. That shooting and all of that stuff didn't start happening until like the late 90s, the early 2000s here in California. Now, I don't know about Detroit, Chicago, those type of places. But here, we didn't start really worrying about people shooting up clubs and all that kind of stuff. By the time they started doing all that kind of stuff, I was in my 30s and had dropped the club scene anyway. That, but I'm telling you, my whole 20s and early 30s, I was not going out to clubs worrying about somebody coming in there shooting. And I have hung out at some, ghetto places. So, yeah, times have really changed. We lived. I hear somebody watering. Maybe that's the neighbor. We lived a totally different life than what a lot of these kids are living now. I have legit, since we moved into this house, I have legit turned into a Karen. I'm like, who is that without that running all that water? I should go. I'm so distracted. I want to go to the window and see who it is out there because I don't want these people to mess up my plants that I got in the backyard and I don't want anybody to water them. Who is that running all that water? It sounds like the water is coming over into my yard. Like, oh my God. So the neighbor next door has a lot of trees and stuff. And sometimes his palm leaves be falling over in our backyard. And I told my husband, I was like, John's palm leaves keeps falling in our backyard. My husband was like, just throw them back over there, babe. He said, if the palm leaves fall over here, just throw them back over. But I stepped on them and they're in my way when I take Gizmo out. And I don't want Gizmo to trip over those big. But my husband was like, go sit down. Go. You turning into a Karen. And I have. When I was in the ghetto, I didn't care about all that stuff. But now I done moved out here and then turned into a true Karen. Because last night I was like, they better not be popping those firecrackers late at night and disturbing my rest. If they do, I'm going to have to call the homeowners association. That was never me before. Never. You know how you morph into your environment. You literally turn into the people that you live around. My husband be like, come on babe, let's go to this restaurant. It's in Oakland. Where? Oakland. Now why would I want to do that? There's so many nice restaurants here in Contra Costa, in Martinez, in Walnut Creek, in Concord. Why would I want to go to a restaurant in Oakland? Why would I want to drive there? I heard they're hitting people over their heads and snatching their purses. I don't want to go nowhere but Concord, Walnut Creek, Martinez, American Canyon, Napa. That's where I shop. I drive all the way to American Canyon to go to Walmart. Why would I want to go to the Walmart at Hilltop? That's me. That's me. I will go out of my way to go to a Walmart miles away from my house, not to deal with all the girls in the Walmart with the pajama pants and the slippers and the rollers in their hair and the dog in their buggy and all of that kind of stuff. I just don't want to deal with it. I'd rather go out to American Canyon. Plus, they have a Sonic out there. They don't have a Sonic out here. And I like Sonic. So I go way out there, child. Oh, you in the South Bay? Saratoga, Cupertino, Mountain View. Yes. All those places. Girl, me too. Don't come up and ask me nothing because I act like I don't see the people. Would you like to sign this petition? I just keep walking. Not getting the humor is sad the way life has gotten to be. What humor are you not getting? That you would rather shop somewhere nice? You don't understand that? Huh? You don't understand that sometimes the not only is the product better, the produce is better, the food is better, everything in nicer areas? You don't understand that? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna want to go somewhere where things are different. Yeah, go there. Yes. Yes, I want you to go there. I do. I would love for you to. I got a little extra time. I normally don't like to stay on past an hour or so, but I can make an exception for you. I can. So if you want to go there, go. Go. Because I'm going to always pick the better quality stores to go to than the rundown Walmart. The Walmart in Hilltop, the whole mall is closed. Walmart is the only store that's left. And it does attract a certain clientele. This mall is basically abandoned. The only thing that was left was Walmart and Macy's. Macy's is gone. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Amazon is trying to purchase this area. So the only store that is open is Walmart. And it's not one of the best Walmarts. The produce selection is horrible. Okay? I would never buy any food from this Walmart. If you go in there, normally the shoe selection is bad. The clothes is probably about the same. But if you go to Walmarts in different areas, the Walmart in American Canyon, which is in a thriving area, not only is it a Walmart in that area, it's like food places, T-Mobile, I think a dentist. They have a lot of food shops. They have a Sonic. It is going to be different. This Walmart has a very nice garden center. They have hot food. They have, like a deli. The bakery is nicer. Everything is nicer because it's in a totally different area. It's in a thriving area. So you're really saying I'm wrong for wanting to go somewhere where the clientele is different, the produce and everything is different. So I should just shop in the ghetto. Or you're not making any sense. Yeah, I will drive 15 minutes past by the Walmart in Hilltop to go to the one in American Canyon because it's better. I don't have to shop at a ghetto store just because that's where a lot of the people of color shop, especially if I have transportation and I can go someplace else. Every Walmart is ghetto to me, but the nicest I've seen was Orlando and Milpitas. All of them are not ghetto. This one in American Canyon is not ghetto. The one in Martinez is not ghetto. Not all of them are ghetto. And I refuse to shop at the one that I know is ghetto unless I know I'm only going in there for one specific thing, and I go in there and I get that and I come on out. I'm not going to shop in the ghetto just because, girl, bye. You're not making no sense. I like fresh fruit and veggies in lower income areas are well kept and shelves are practically empty. Right. So why would I want to shop in lower income areas when I have the ability to shop someplace else? But go off, girl. Go off. Because I'm definitely not going to shop in the ghetto. I'm not going to participate in ghetto activities because I'm not ghetto. I don't live in the ghetto. So why would I force myself to shop there? I'm not going to do it. And when you paying for a homeowners association, you do expect certain things. Just like last night, we didn't have a whole lot of fireworks over here. The fireworks didn't go on till 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning like they did where we used to live. You know why? Because people pay for homeowners association, and you know that there are bylaws here that you have to live by. You pay for that. Now, some of y'all, maybe your mentality is different. All you know is ghetto. That's not all I know. Even when I did live in East Oakland, I still like to shop outside of that area because things were better. Why would you want to shop somewhere where the produce, you're not receiving the best produce when you can go to Whole Foods or somewhere that may be in a different city? I lived in Oakland. We mostly shopped in Berkeley and other places because the produce would be better. But you want to just stay in the hood and get that hood produce and hood mentality. No, that's not me. But if that's you, go, girl, go off. Go all the way off. Rep your hood. Shop at your hood, Walmart and Target and everything else. But that ain't me. That's definitely not me. Yeah. I mean, where we live now, the Safeway is brand new. I've showed you guys that. It just opened. What? Did it open this year or last year? I can't remember. Last year, I think. So it's brand new from the ground up, brand new building, everything. So we have a brand new Safeway not too far from us. We shop there for, food and stuff. But I'm talking like Walmart. I will go miles away to go to a decent Walmart. Now, the Target near us is nice, so we can, go to the Target I think it's in Panol, which is us, you can spit from where we live and hit Panol. But yeah, I would rather go to restaurants here, Concord, Walnut Creek, Milpitas, than go to Oakland where they're breaking in cars, vandalizing cars. No, I don't want to go back there. And I'm real about that. I'm real about that. Maybe, that's you got that hood mentality and you enjoy being in the hood and stuff. I don't. I do not. I want to be where it's quiet. I want to shop where, It's quiet. The grocery stores is nice. The produce is nice. I don't want the girl. I was waiting for her to talk, and you done blocked her. I didn't know you had blocked. I was waiting for her to talk. Girl, talk. Did she say something crazy? Oh, girl, I don't even care. Shit. Girl, do they even have any low income in the Silicon Valley? Shit, 120K is low income. Them $2 and $3 million homes. We went to the movies out there a couple of years ago. Like, we drove all the way to San Jose just to go to the movies, to the drive-in. But yes, I'm always going to um, go to places. I don't want to go back to the hood. That's going backwards. Girl, I didn't know you blocked her. Shit, I was ready to go. Yeah, Phoenix said all them exclamation points and question mark. Yeah, girl, if you don't shut the hell up. Where's she at? Where's she at? We gonna give her like 10 minutes. You say what you got to say, Barbara. I didn't know Barbara was blocked. Child, I didn't know you was blocked. My snipers will get you. If they not feeling if they not feeling your energy, you gone. I have given them specific instructions. Cause I can't see everything in the chat. And if they don't like your energy, bye. They gonna get you. They don't play. Because sometimes I may miss something. But you best believe the moderator's going to get you. And that's what I want. Because I like them to, keep the energy flowing the way I'm taking it. Now, if I'm taking it in another direction, just follow me. But if some random just come in off the street, don't know me, don't have a clue as to who I am, and they want to take the energy someplace else, get rid of them. Because it's always some random person that don't know me that want to come in and, girl, shut up. You don't have a clue as to who I am. You just talking. Ain't never been in here. Not even a subscriber. I'm going to start doing members only, not members only, but subscriber only lives. And that will keep down the trolls. Oh, she big mad. Look at her. Barbara mad. Panties all tight. Look at her. She cussing and everything. Barbara, you let some people that you don't even know make you that mad? You that mad, Barbara? Ooh, Barbara feelings hurt. Barbara, ooh, Phoenix, you done hurt Barbara feelings. Don't be mad, Barbara. You don't know none of us, sweetheart. You done got that mad? Barbara cussing mad. Barbara said, don't give me shit. I don't give a fuck about being blocked. It's blocked. You were blocked, not blocked. You not the first, won't be the last. You got me twisted. Phoenix Blue, fuck you. Lord have mercy. Barbara, who's spitting your coffee this morning? Barbara out here spitting glass. Fuck you, Phoenix. Lord have mercy. What's the matter, Barbara? Barbara. Barbara say, you don't know me? Barbara. Barbara. Calm calm down, sweetheart. I know your blood pressure high. Barbara Tyson? Barbara. She done cussed. Lord, Barbara done cussed us out and everything. Fuck you. Barbara, it is not that serious, sweetheart. We just on here having a good time. Barbara done came in. Phoenix, you done made Barbara cuss us out. Barbara done came in and cussed us out. Barbara said, I don't drink coffee. But still, I was agreeing with your silly ass. But now, yep, fuck you. Barbara, what's the matter, baby? What's the matter, sweetheart? You need a hug? Huh? You need a hug, Barbara? Don't nobody, you don't have nobody, sweetheart? You don't have nobody to talk to? You need a hug? Come here, Gizmo. Come give Barbara a hug. Come here. Come here, Poochie. Poochie say he gon' come on. Come give Barbara a hug. Let me go get him so he can give you a hug. Come here, Pooch Pooch. Come give Barbara a hug. Because Barbara having a hard day. Give Barbara a hug. Give her a hug. Say, I love you, Barbara. Say, I love you. I know you having a bad day, Barbara. You can't have a bad day and look at my little cute face. Look at me, Barbara. Don't cuss out my mama, okay? Don't cuss my mama out, cause my mama in a good mood and she didn't cuss at you, Barbara. Now you got blocked. Jump, baby. You got blocked, but you got back. Barbara say, fuck you. You okay? You okay, Barbara? Huh? You back. You back, girl. You back. I'm putting a 2 on a 10. You didn't cuss all of us out. You didn't cuss out my moderator. And you didn't cuss me out. But I'm putting a 2 on a 10. Me? Are you watching what you typing? You out here blowing a whole head gasket. Because you got blocked. Barbara, go take you a white bath. Okay? Go get you some white carnations. Some Florida water. Some coconut water. And throw all that in some milk. And throw all that in your bathtub. And sit in that. Because you obviously have a problem, Barbara. If you let some random people that you don't know make you that mad, Barbara Sutton, you have a problem, sweetheart. You legit have a problem. Because we weren't even thinking about you. You came in my chat with all this shit. I see it made your day. You needed this, huh? You probably sitting in some dark, dank basement. Did you not get any barbecue yesterday? You don't have no leftovers? You don't have nothing to eat? I ain't got no problem. I don't have a problem. You my problem, Barbara. You the only problem I have. I didn't have a problem until you got here. You the problem, Barbara. What's that mean? Am I the problem? Barbara, you're the problem. In this situation, you're the problem, Barbara. Your upset ass. Your crazy sounding ass. You're the problem, sweetheart. You are definitely the problem. Okay? You can call me every name you want. I don't care nothing about what you call me, sweetheart. If you feel like I'm unlearned, then I'm unlearned. I don't care. Keep going, Barbara. I'll give you another good 10 minutes. I said I was going to give you 10 minutes. So shoot your best shot in that 10 minutes, and then we're going to close out, and then you're going to be blocked for real. Because we don't want you to come back tomorrow with this same shit, because you seem like one of them people. You roll over that type of negative energy. So you won't be back tomorrow. So you better get it all out today, Barbara. Get it all out, because you're not coming back. If you come back, you'll have to come back, right, with them raisins in your potato salad. You'll have to come back under another name. Because you definitely won't come back under Barbara Sutton. Because you're going to be blocked. You will definitely be blocked. You ain't coming back here. The only way you'll come back is if you come back as somebody else. And if we get an inkling that it's you, Barbara, you'll be blocked. So, you got a good 9 more minutes. You better get it all out. I'm unlearned. What else? Uncouth. What else? Get it all out, girl. Get it all out your system. Because I would hate for you to stew over this all day. What you should have said. So get it all out. Everything that you got to say. Get it, girl. Because you mad. You big mad. I mean big mad. She came back mad as fuck yeah. I ain't seen nobody that mad in a while. So, you got a good 8 more minutes. Get it all out, girl. I'm unlearned and I celebrate the 4th of July. I guess you was over here watching what we was doing. You saw us celebrating? Barbara, do you know me? You know what we was doing, Barbara? You know anything about my educational level, Barbara? Because didn't you just come in here today on this bullshit? You got about 7 more minutes, Barbara. You better get it all out, girl. You running out of time. Was fuck all you had? You mean to tell me you threw down your big joker in your first comment? Come on, Barbara. I know you not that slow. You threw down the big joker in your first comment? That's all you got is fuck? Fuck you? That's all you got? Oh, Barbara. Now you making me feel bad that I unblocked you. You making me feel bad that I let her unblock you. She unblocked you and you only had fuck. Oh my God. See, if you gonna go in on somebody, if they unblock you and give you an opportunity to go off, go off. Don't just come in here with one word. You got an opportunity of a lifetime. We normally don't even give people these type of opportunities. And you wasted it with fuck. That's what I tell you. That's what I tell you. You didn't miss nothing, Monita. You ain't missed a thing. Barbara is just a troll who we were given an opportunity to go off because we blocked her and then we unblocked her. and gave her an opportunity to speak her piece. And then she didn't say nothing but fuck. You blocked her again? Good. Let her stay gone this time. If I'm gonna get into it with somebody though, and they unblock me to let me come back and speak my piece, I'm gonna give it to them. I'm gonna give them everything that I got. But that just shows you how ignorant some people are. Like, you legit got mad at me because I don't have a ghetto mentality and don't want to live around ghetto people and shop around ghetto people. No, I don't. I do not. I always want to live where there is a homeowners association or in a gated community or somewhere where I can live in peace. And I want to shop at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. Yes, I do. Drop that ghetto mentality. That's what's wrong with a lot of y'all. You have that ghetto mentality. You just want to be in a ghetto for the rest of your life. I don't. I do not. And if that hurts your feelings, that I don't want to live in the hood and shop in the hood and have a hood mentality, kiss my whole ass. All of it. Okay? All of it. Because I didn't pay my dues in the hood. I legit have paid my dues. Yes, I want to walk down the street where the white lady is walking her little foo-foo dog. The dog is so bougie, I can't even pronounce the name. Yes, that's where I want to live. I don't want to live where I'm ducking and dodging bullets and walking to the store and all of the avocados are black. I don't want to live there. Shit. And if that offends you, shit. Yeah, I grew up in the suburbs. We fled the town and appreciate that experience. But as a 20-year-old, I moved back shaking my head. It was hell. I don't want to move back there. Shit. No. I didn't pay my dues in the hood. I want to live where there's a Trader Joe's and a Whole Foods. I don't want to have to go to the corner store and pay twice or three times the price of some damn milk. I want to live where they have real grocery stores. I don't even want to walk in a liquor store. If I want to buy alcohol, I want to buy it from Safeway. Shit. Crazy ass people. Queen said, I want to live near the McLaren dealerships. Okay. I want to live near the I want my next door neighbor to have a Tesla. Not 15 broken up cars in the driveway. That's where I want to live. And if you have a problem with that, then it's something wrong with you. Live your hood dreams. I have been there and done that. Eventually, we all have to graduate. Shit, my next door neighbor got a damn Tesla charging station in their garage. That's where I want to live. I don't want to live in the hood. Shit. Yeah, the hood used to be middle class, but it ain't now. And it just depends on where you live. Like, I don't have a problem with middle class people who take care of their lawns and they don't have 50 broken down cars in their driveway. Like, I don't mind that. I told you not to call me. Dang, why will it not decline? Oh, man. God damn it. Okay, I'm finna go because my cousin is in there arguing over sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie, and it sounds like they in there fighting. You would swear they in there fighting. They in there talking about sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie. Can you hear? They arguing over sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie.
You just talk to hear yourself. I'm finding out you talk to hear yourself talk. Cause a white person will take a sweet potato pie over a pumpkin pie any day. I know what I'm talking about. You can argue that with somebody else. So I know better.
They arguing over sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie.
They will take a sweet potato pie over a pumpkin pie any day. Now you can say what you want. I know what I'm talking about.
I'm finna go, y'all. I can't make this kind of shit up. I really can't. I hope Barbara has. I hope the rest of her day is filled with love and peace and joy because obviously she's had a bad morning. And we don't wish any bad on anybody. We don't. We want everybody to be happy. And I don't know what started this sweet potato pumpkin pie debacle, but I'm about to go ask my husband because he probably know because he out there with him. He's serious. He mad. He just left and went and sat in the garage. I guess he got to calm down because he's upset. Hot! I'm finna go find out what started this. Okay? I will see you guys later. We've been on here over 2 hours. I appreciate you guys. I'm probably going to post the 4th of July fire because I did take some video at the fireworks stuff. So I'm going to post that. I got to edit it. And watch that video. Put a black heart. If you don't want to say anything else, do that. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And send Barbara some good energy because obviously she's having a bad day. And I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Bye.